Welcome to Ranting and Raving. This will be a quick one. Uh, Drew Brees decided to uh, tweet in response to NBC going all-time great quarterback, all-time great performer. You are the epitome of lukewarm milk as a personality, which, I mean, honestly, Drew Brees gives fantastic pregame huddle speeches, but if you've ever seen him in an interview ever, gregarious, charismatic. No. Drew is not an entertainer. He was on the field, very intense on the field, very competitive, all-time great player, all of that, but not in the studio. He's boring and forced and just bad. So they let him go. And Drew tweeted, I could do a number of things. And one of those was play football. And I have seen, well, more than zero, which frankly is enough to inspire this response. Enough people respond to that on Twitter with like, Drew, you're gonna bring the band back together. And of course the players got in on it because players do that. And Cam Jordan tweeted about it because he's always fucking wrong. And he should the Saints consider bringing Drew back in any capacity as a player? No. It's not because, the last memory of Drew is him being old and washed in that playoff game. We know now all the different injuries he was dealing with. All the different injuries he was dealing with is why they shouldn't bring him back. He's another year older. He's not going to be less likely to get injured. Ruiz is still on the team. His body has failed him. Drew Brees' physical margin for error was lower than some, and he always maximized it. He was an executor. He was phenomenal. Really, that 2018 season, he was fucking incredible. 2019, he was really, really good until he got hurt. 2020, he stayed around for a year too long. That's just what it was. Even before the injury, he wasn't looking great, and after the injury, he was bad. Just physically, it's not Drew can't see the field. It's not Drew can't throw the ball accurately. It's that Drew can only throw the ball accurately 7 yards down the field. But the bigger thing is he's going to get hit and he's going to get hurt. The body doesn't become more durable as you get older. And as you get more and more injuries, they add up and they become more common and more consistent. The most durable athlete that we've ever seen in professional sports is LeBron James. And look at his last 4 years. Progressively, as he gets hurt, and then as he gets hurt in the same areas, he continues to get hurt more and more often, and he recovers more slowly. That's the thing called aging. There's a reason the expression "Father Time is undefeated" exists. Should the Saints bring Drew Brees back in any capacity as a player? Again, no. This is nothing to do with Jameis and whether he can or cannot be good enough to win, which with this roster, they have done a good job of shifting the margin of what good enough entails, that it's a reasonable expectation. But no. That you just no. The last memory of Drew just sadly yelling out to Alvin in that playoff game is bad enough. We don't need another whole season of washed, bad, awful Drew. Don't need those memories. Don't need those views. Doing it would just completely destroy the locker room. There is no upside. He's done. He's old. He's physically washed. Let it go. And hopefully the guy, has an amazing rest of his life and is, and enjoys it with his kids. Like this is nothing against Drew, but it would be a terrible decision for the team. So I really hope they don't do it. I don't think they will, but it's getting talked about, so I'm going to talk about it.